In the wide, open expanses of America, there's one thing that connects every small town and major city: the road. Stretching from coast to coast, highways, byways, and backroads define the American landscape, and more than anything, they define the American spirit. For Jake and Sarah, two longtime friends from the Midwest, cars were more than just a mode of transportation. They were a way of life. It was a late summer afternoon, and the sun was setting low over the horizon. They were parked at the edge of a quiet stretch of Route 66, their vintage 1970s muscle car gleaming in the fading light. The open road ahead called to them, promising adventure, freedom, and the unspoken bond between them and the machine.
You know, Jake, there's something about being out here, just the road and the car, that makes everything else feel so small. Every time we take a drive like this, I feel like we're part of something bigger. Do you ever get that?
Yeah, I do. It's like the car becomes an extension of you, isn't it? Out here, with nothing but miles of asphalt and the hum of the engine, it's just pure freedom. No rules, no limits. It's like we were born for this. What do you think it is about cars that makes people in America so obsessed with them?
I think it's the freedom they represent. Cars give us control over where we go, when we go, and how we get there. It's the idea that you can just hop in and leave everything behind, even if it's just for a few hours. There's no feeling like hitting the open road with no destination in mind.
Question: when you think about car culture in America, what stands out to you the most? A. The sense of freedom and independence. B. The design and craftsmanship of the cars. C. The community and camaraderie among car enthusiasts.
Answer A. The sense of freedom and independence. It's the freedom, Jake. Cars give us independence. They let us escape, even if just for a little while. Whether you're driving down a busy highway or a deserted back road, the world feels different when you're behind the wheel.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Out here, you can just let everything go. It's not just about the destination, it's the journey. The road is a place where you can find yourself, and the car is what gets you there.
They sat for a while longer, watching as a few other cars zoomed by on the open stretch of highway. The hum of the engines and the blur of headlights painted a familiar picture, one of countless road trips, spontaneous adventures, and nights spent under the stars.
You know, cars are more than just metal and engines. They're part of our identity. People take pride in their cars, the way they take care of them, the way they customize them. It's almost like they're a reflection of who we are.
Absolutely. I've always thought of cars like works of art. Every one of them tells a story. Whether it's a shiny new sports car or a beat-up old truck, there's something personal about every vehicle. That's what makes car shows so great. It's not just about showing off. It's about sharing your passion with others. What's your favorite thing about car shows, Sarah?
Question: what's the most exciting part of attending a car show for you? A. The unique and customized vehicles. B. The atmosphere and energy of the event. C. The chance to connect with other car lovers.
Answer A. the unique and customized vehicles. It's definitely the cars themselves. Seeing how people have poured their time, money, and creativity into making each car their own. It's inspiring. Some of the designs are just mind-blowing. You can tell that for a lot of these folks, their car is their pride and joy.
I love that too. Every car is different, and every one has a story behind it. It's like a rolling piece of history. And there's something special about being around people who share the same passion. Even if your tastes are different, there's a respect and a bond that comes with being part of that culture.
The sun had almost disappeared by now, leaving behind a soft glow that lit the road in front of them. They knew it was time to keep driving, but neither of them was in a hurry to leave. The night had just begun, and the road stretched out ahead like a promise.
You know, Sarah, I think that's the other thing about cars and the open road. It's not just about the freedom or the craftsmanship. It's about the memories we make along the way. Every road trip, every time you turn the ignition, it's a new adventure. Do you ever think about that?
I do. It's funny how some of my best memories are tied to cars and the road. Late night drives, the wind in my hair, the music blasting on the radio. It's a feeling you can't get anywhere else. What's the best road trip you've ever been on, Jake? Question: what do you think makes a road trip unforgettable? A. The places you visit. B. The people you're with. C. The feeling of the open road.
Answer C. The feeling of the open road. It's the road itself. The places are great and the people matter, but there's something about the road that makes it all come together. It's the anticipation of what's around the next corner, the freedom to go wherever you want. That's what makes it unforgettable.
I feel the same way. The road is like a canvas, and every trip is a new painting. You never know what's going to happen, but that's what makes it exciting. It's not just about the destination, it's about everything that happens along the way.
The night air grew cooler as the sky turned a deep shade of blue, dotted with stars. Jake shifted in his seat, taking a deep breath as the quietness of the moment settled over them.
You know, every time I think about the road, it's like the possibilities are endless. It's not just about where we're going, but everything in between. The stops, the detours, the things we see along the way. That's what makes it all worth it.
Yeah, there's a beauty in the unknown, isn't there? I think that's why I love driving so much. No matter how many times you take the same road, it's always different in some way. The sights, the sounds, even the people you meet, everything changes.
Exactly. It's like life on wheels, and the best part, we're in control. We decide where to go and when to stop. That's the real power of the car.
Couldn't agree more. The car is more than just transportation. It's a tool for discovery. Every time we get behind the wheel, it's another chance to explore, to find something new.
As the stars began to twinkle overhead, Jake turned the key in the ignition. The engine roared to life, and with a shared glance, they pulled back onto the highway. The miles stretched out before them, full of endless possibilities, just as they always had. With the wind whipping through the open windows and the hum of the engine filling the silence, Jake and Sarah felt the call of the road, an unspoken promise of freedom, adventure, and the ever-changing horizon ahead. Here are 5 words and phrases related to the theme of car culture in America.
Freedom. The independence and control that cars provide, especially in American car culture. Customization. The way car enthusiasts personalize and modify their vehicles to reflect their identity.
Camaraderie. The bond shared by car lovers, especially at events like car shows and road trips. Craftsmanship. The appreciation for the design, engineering, and artistry involved in building and maintaining cars.
Adventure. The spirit of exploration that cars represent, especially through road trips and spontaneous journeys.